Hey there, YouTube. Got an e-cig accessory review today, and I'm really excited to talk about this because I have to nerd out somewhere. This is the Evod clearomizer, bottom coil clearomizer by Kanger, and I went from this to this. Now this is just a traditional, um, top coil clearomizer. The wicks will run up the sides to the atomizer up top. So many problems with this piece of shit. First of all, the atomizer, excuse me, the atomizer is at the top. You already have gravity working against you, right? Gravity goes down, the liquid goes down. These wicks are going to have problems getting that liquid up to that atomizer. So as a result, you're going to get a lot of burnt taste, just weird ass. Well, I mean, sometimes it tastes like gasoline. It was just weird taste where the wicks would burn or whatnot. No good. So sick of that. I went through, I have another one somewhere. I think I threw it away. This one is a CE4. I did some research, and the other one I had was a CE5. And this one lasted, I gotta give it credit, lasted about 3 weeks. But the CE5 I had, it was horrible. It lasted like 4 days, I think, and just gave out. So my buddy and I ran up to the smoke shop, and the goal is just to get another clearomizer, so just any clearomizer, preferably not one of these. And out came this, the Kanger. And I'd heard about bottom coil clearomizers, but I'd never tried one. I've only had my Euro style batteries for about a month. Immediately, I was amazed by this thing. Here's my battery. Aesthetically, immediately, you could already tell this thing is badass. I mean, this has such a clean, elegant look to it, as opposed to, I don't even know where that went. Shit. As opposed to the traditional clearomizers you'll find. This looks so elegant and clean. The little windows, the black color on this one. I know there's a variety of colors available. I want to get stainless steel next. That looks really neat. And the windows, so you can see how much liquid you have in there. And one of the things I don't really like, but isn't a turn off for me, is the clear drip tip. Now the problem with this is that it shows condensation. You have vapor going through there, it's gonna condensate. And I don't know, it just looks kind of odd. I don't know, turns some people off, and every once in a while that condensation will shoot into your mouth. That sounded gay. And you'll get that weird ass flavor. Just really not pleasant. Now, I've been using this for a couple days now. Absolutely no leaking from the bottom. The other clearomizer I had leaked from the top, leaked from the bottom into my batteries. Had to clean them all the time. With any clearomizer, your battery's going to get a little bit wet. So you just have to, take a Q-tip and dry it out before you charge it again. Now, being that this is a bottom coil clearomizer, to fill it, you have to do it a little bit differently. You have to unscrew the bottom instead of the top. And this is where it gets super neat. Just take this out. So there you go. I can fill it a little bit. So you fill it by dripping the liquid down the side. I can put a little bit in here. Now this isn't as easy as the other clear miser. So you have to make sure you don't get it down that the air tube in the middle. But it's still a pretty painless, process. This jungle juice liquid I have right now, it tastes like gummy worms. It is one of the best liquids I've ever had. I'm loving it. 16 mil. Now with this atomizer, you can see the two small wicks on the side. To clean it, you just dab it with a paper towel or Kleenex, which you should make sure you have some near, because while unscrewing this, some liquid is going to get out just because the atomizer is so soaked. Clean it off. Let's see, I'll show you guys the vapor on this thing. You see the air holes, there's 3 of them. Right on the unit itself. A lot of airflow. Shit, my battery's on. My other one's charged, so I'll just use that. And this brings me to the first mistake I made with this. Just filled it up first time. Want to unscrew the battery. Started unscrewing it, and without even knowing it, I was unscrewing this part. I lifted it, all the liquid came out. Lost about 2 mils of liquid. Now 2 mils of liquid out of 20, that sucks. But I won't make that mistake again. Anytime you unscrew it, you want to make sure you're unscrewing it by holding this part of the clear miser itself. God, that sucked. So 3 degrees here, Minnesota. Sucks. Alright, I'll show you guys the vapor. Such good vapor production. Holy shit. Now compared to the original clear miser ad, this is giving off considerably more vapor. Now I know vapor production depends on the atomizer you have. Now I'm not quite sure which ones these are. I think these are the 2.5 ohm ones, whatever that means. Such good vapor. Those are short draws too, I'll give you a long one. Really good throat kick too. Holy shit. Such a good clear miser. One of the issues I have with it is because the liquid is free to flow up to this top piece right here, some of the liquid will get stuck up there. Not a huge issue. You can clean it out, but still that's unused liquid, and times are tough. This flavor is so good. I'm definitely getting this again. So overall, I am so happy with this thing. Holy shit, it is so good. I would recommend it to anyone, honestly. Anytime I see a buddy or something using one of those traditional clear misers, I'm gonna tell them, pick this up. This is I think it was $7.50 in my area, and then these replacement coils are $2.50. But what that means is that you can buy this, this main unit, and once that atomizer gives out, You're only paying $2.50 to replace it. That's sick. That's awesome. So much money saved immediately right there. So I cannot praise this thing enough. No leaking, awesome vapor, awesome throw kick, and the flavor. We didn't talk about the flavor. Such good flavor. You know, I found with the Mystic or any kind of cartridge, because there's filling inside, it's gonna kind of mute that flavor a little bit. And even with the you know, the other clearomizers I use, you know, that flavor is just, once you're getting that burnt taste, that's disgusting. You don't want that. Great flavor, great vapor, great price. I mean, it would be one of the things I'd like to see added or improved in, you know, newer versions that Kanger comes out with, is the option to get like a metal drip tip or like black. Not a big concern, but I think it would look nicer, and it would be nice to have that option. One of the things you should be aware of before I go, there's a lot of Kanger rip-offs out there I read online. Some websites they're selling duds, you know, cheap knockoffs. There's actually a really interesting list on this e-cig forum where, you know, they have a bunch of, you can tell whether yours is fake or not, because some of those knockoffs, they're even putting the Kanger label on it. It's ridiculous. So be careful, because those may or may not perform as well as this, and you don't want to be buying something that, you know, isn't what you thought you were getting. Great product. I recommend it to everyone. Thank you so much for watching, guys.